Ladies and gentlemen, for thousands of Indians living abroad, one mistake can change everything. A successful career, a stable family, years spent building a life in another country. Well, all of it can disappear overnight if somebody gets involved into criminal activities. And that is why this next story has attracted significant attention within the Indian community. A 46-year-old Gujarati man identified as Nayan Patel has been arrested in the US state of Iowa. According to local police, he is accused of offering money to a minor with intentions of engaging with that minor. Investigators say that he was arrested during an undercover operation in which officers used a fake social media profile posing as a minor. Here, authorities have also said that several similar arrests have been made this particular year as part of the ongoing effort to protect children from online exploitation. Well, officials have not really confirmed the man's immigration status yet, but reports say the case could carry serious immigration consequences if he is not a US citizen. Well, think about this. Across the United States, law enforcement agencies are increasingly using undercover online operations just to identify people attempting to attract minors. Fake profiles, fake conversation, fake meeting location, everything is carefully planned before arrests are made. Police say that these operations are designed to prevent crimes before they actually happen. Now, under this particular law, offences involving minors, it is treated very seriously. If somebody is convicted, they could face years in prison. In fact, lifelong registration requirement and severe restriction even after completing their sentences. And for the non-US citizen, the consequences can become even bigger. Criminal conviction involving serious offences can affect visa status, green cards, and even lead to deportation proceeding here. In fact, cases like these also damage the image of a wider Indian community, which has earned a strong reputation across America through education, business, and professional achievements. One person's alleged actions should never define an entire community, but every such headline reminds us that respecting local law is essential for everybody living abroad. For years, many Indians have believed that America offers the world's best healthcare. Modern hospitals, advanced technology, highly trained doctors, and cutting-edge medicines. But there is another side to that particular system. A side that many people only discover after receiving the bill. An Indian senior citizen recently shared his experience after visiting the United States, and his story has now gone viral. While staying with his daughter in Seattle, he and his wife needed a refill of medicines that had originally been prescribed in India. They first had to consult a general physician through a video appointment before receiving a prescription. The medicines took several days to arrive, first of all. Despite having health insurance that covered part of the cost, the family still paid the equivalent of about 21,000 rupees for medicines that reportedly cost about 2,500 in India. In fact, after a week later, they also received a doctor's consultation bill of approximately $283. Now think about that. The medicine was manufactured in India. The same medicine, the same company, but the final price was dramatically different. The story has started an important conversation among Indians living overseas. Well, the question is healthcare abroad always better, or is affordable healthcare equally important? Now, many Indians who move abroad expect higher salaries, but they also discover higher cost of living, healthcare insurance premium, doctor consultation fee. In fact, prescription medicine and emergency treatment can become major financial burden. Well, the Indian man who shared this particular experience eventually said something that caught everybody's attention. He argued that India remains one of the best places for retirement because everyday healthcare, it is still relatively accessible and affordable for the middle class. His comments have kind of triggered thousands of reactions online. Some agreed completely, others pointed out that America offers world-class treatment but at a much higher cost here. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this debate will definitely continue. But let's be honest here. One thing is clear. When families decide to move abroad, salaries should never be the only factor. The cost of everyday life matters just as much.